Welcome everyone to another video of Vinyl Addict. This is Chili and today is a vinyl find I want to share with you, and that is Earth, Wind & Fire's 1971 debut. Now before I get into this, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment on this video, please share this video, and if you still haven't, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for updates. Okay, so with that out of the way, I recently purchased this album and I got it online from a place called the San Diego Vintage Collectibles, and they just have a whole slew of great records and vintage ones, of course, and they're all in great condition. So I'm going to share this one with you here. Now this Earth, Wind & Fire album, little background on these guys. I loved them when I was a kid. That's one of the first bands that, I would hear playing in the background growing up, and, the hits like Shining Star, Fantasy, and all those great songs had to start somewhere. Now, and it came in this album, and this album is like 6 albums before all of that stuff, all of the fame and all the the big concerts and everything. And this is a pretty much a kind of like Afro-Cuban jazz kind of psychedelic soul, right? And the only members that are original here, this is a totally different lineup, is Maurice White and his brother Verdine on bass. So there's only like 6 tracks on here. Let me see. 7. And it's a very short album, but I was just like, took a deep dive in their catalog and listened to a lot of their earlier stuff. And I wanted to start off by getting this one. And look at that, you got the original sleeve in here. And everything is preserved so nice, like it's old cardboard. And they were once on Warner Brothers Records, and so this first group, so they had like three different Mark lineups, and so this being the first one, they were on Warner Brothers Records with the first 2 albums. So here you go. Look at that. It's really nice and clean. And this is as old as I am, pretty much. It's, 1971. And it's just amazing how you could find records that has been around as long as you have, and it's been kept in pristine condition. Like this one. It's just amazing. And this is the original lineup. It comes with this little poster insert, and the back you have lyrics. Now this album, just like a lot of their earlier albums, their first few albums, have been used as samples to a lot of hip-hop artists. Everyone from LL Cool J to Public Enemy has used them, Lupe Fiasco. There's just a whole slew of people who've used a lot of early Earth, Wind & Fire albums and music to as samples. Now, this song here, my favorite is this instrumental called Bad Tune, which is the last song on the album, and it's like 95% instrumental, and I guess the only lyrics on there is like yeah 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 or something like that. But it's just pretty much, it's a really cool kind of upbeat, kind of funky, jazzy kind of fusion kind of music. And so, I would suggest, if you haven't heard this album, any material from it, take a listen to it. Does it sound like any of the other albums that later follow, or even where they play the albums where they have like those hits on it? Yes and no. Now, when they got together with Philip Bailey and started having all those other kinds of commercial sounding songs, Like on the album That's the Way of the World and Spirit, they always had these little instrumental pieces on there for like 1 minute or 2 minutes that would kind of fade in and fade out. That's what like this music is. It's sort of like they have more of that on these early albums, and it's really cool. Because I always felt like those little interludes where they have like little 1 minute kind of instrumental breaks in their albums, especially they did that in All as well. I was like, why don't they just kind of keep that kind of vibe going? And if you want to hear that kind of vibe, you gotta, go for the older material. So that is my vinyl find today. Earth, Wind, and Fire's first album. This is an original, and just wanted to show you guys what I just recently got. And leave me a comment below if you guys ever heard this album. And please, if you haven't, I suggest that you look up the song Bad Tune. It's just like, it's a great song. But there's also a lot of other great songs on here, like Come On Children and Help Somebody, the opening track on here. So that is that. And with that, I'll shut up and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.